to another episode on my channel, and in today's episode we're going to be doing another review, Edinburgh Fringe 2023 review. Obviously I did one of these reviews for Saturday when I had, which had my first show of the 2023 Fringe Yuck Circus. That was pretty good. If you want to know my thoughts about it, watch my first review video my first Edinburgh Fringe review video. In today's Edinburgh Fringe, there was no review video yesterday because I had no shows. There is, however, so we're back with the second. We're back with the second review, Edinburgh Fringe with 2023 review. Unlike Sunday where I had one show, and unlike Saturday where I had one show and Sunday where I had no shows, today I had 4 shows. We started early in the morning. First up, I woke up, got dressed, had some breakfast, and then we headed to a venue called The Space, which is where my sister's working at. And the first show we went to watch was a show called Losing the Plot, which was a play it was a play. It was a musical play, musical comedy, LGBTQ+. It was one of the people behind the show was one of my sister's friends, Freya, and she played one of the characters in it. So before I give you my opinion on what it was like, Losing the Plot was a queer jukebox musical comedy that featured pop songs from the 70s and 80s. We follow the main character, Eric Little, who is a struggling writer as he attempts to create the best new musical of this generation. But he can't do it alone. With the help of an unlikely but lovable group of writers, relationships crumble and reignite while they attempt to write something, anything. As they ask, does anyone have any ideas? So yeah, that was the first show. Amazing. Losing the Plot, 10 out of 10. One of the best shows I think I'll see at the Fringe this year. Then after that, we went to a show called Apple of My Eye, which was a show about the life of Steve Jobs. It was a musical with original songs. It was a one-man musical that told the story of the life of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, as many people know, was a divisive character, deemed a genius by some and hated by others. With a cultish following in the eyes of his fans, he could do no wrong, whilst in private he could exhibit toxic traits. Notorious amongst colleagues for his fiery temper, which would be shown to them in his pursuit of perfection. The songs were inspired by his adoption, his use of LSD, his denial of first daughter, and of course Apple. It was, according to apparently, it's perhaps the greatest business startup story. So yeah, that was the second story. That was the second show that I went to today, and it was decent. Not amazing, but decent. Then after that, we went to the third and final musical of today, called Hello Kitty Must Die. It was good. It was at Pleasance Courtyard, which is one of the venues. It was great. I liked it. It had an all-female Asian cast, and so basically it tells the story of Fiona Yu, who is thought to is this accentuative character. So the plot for this show was, you may think Fiona Yu is just another Hello Kitty stereotype, but you'd be dead wrong. From the Tony Award-winning producer of Six comes an outrageously irreverent world premiere musical mashup of Asian feminism with a killer score. And they actually mean, in that instance, killer score. Fiona Yu is a high-achieving but highly delusioned Chinese American woman. She is fed up with the stereotypes forced onto her by a white patriarchal society. Namely that she is a human embodiment of a speechless cartoon feline, based on the cult novel by Angela S. Choi. This musical is a ruthless combination of sex, violence, stilettos, and murder. So yeah, Hello Kitty Must Die was a decent show. It was a bit crazy. It was a bit of a crazy show. Because it was about this Hello Kitty stereotype killing people. But it was a fun watch. But yeah, so after that, me and my mum and my dad went to have lunch at this pizza place with my sister Callie and her friend that I told you about earlier in this video, Freya. And after that, we went to a show back at the same venue where Losing the Plot was, and the show was called And Then a Rodeo. But this was the synopsis for the show. The musical is the rodeo is the best place in the world. Why would anybody burn it down? Anyone would be lucky to work there, especially Dale, who's totally perfectly content with being a rodeo clown. He wouldn't do a thing like that. Unfortunately, rodeos don't burn down on their own. More unfortunately, everything is expensive. Becoming a cowboy, finding the cockpit, and even keeping the lights on. This alleged tale of arson fractures into the story of two clowns desperately trying to afford to put on a show. After all, we don't have money to pay. So the whole story was the whole story was about this rodeo burning down, these two rodeo clowns, trying to work out who burned the rodeo down. It's the story, but the message behind it is capitalism. The message behind it was capitalism, which I found out through my sister Kelly. And to be honest, it was a really good show. My mum enjoyed it. My dad enjoyed it. My sisters watched it 3 times. And even my sister Kelly's friend Freya attended, and she also really liked it. It was funny. The two leads, Chloe and Tabitha, or whatever her name is, I can't remember the name of the other girl, but Chloe and I'm going to say Tabitha. Chloe, the two people in it, Chloe and Tabitha, were incredible. Shout out to them, they did really well, especially Tabitha. She played not only a rodeo clown, but not only did not only did Chloe and Tabitha play rodeo clown, they both played a sheriff. They both played Dale. Tabitha played a cow. So yeah, Tabitha played a rodeo clown called Dilly Dally. Dale, a sheriff, and a cow. Chloe played Dale, Dilly Dally, a sheriff, and a sheriff. So yeah, they played these two people were amazing. Chloe and Tabitha were amazing. They played every character in the they both played every character in the show. It was just literally just them and no one else. So that was really good. Overall, today I've had a good day. My 2 favourites from today, I'd say my favourite is definitely between Losing the Plot, which was a blast, and then The Rodeo Down, which was a creative way to show capitalism, and that was kind of impressive. Once I found that out from Callie, that it was trying to teach a message of capitalism, when I found out from my sister Callie that it was about capitalism, I was really shocked, and I was impressed that they were able to mask that it was about capitalism through the plot. So yeah, overall today, great day. Hopefully tomorrow lives up to what happened today. Tomorrow I have 3 shows. A show called The Big Bite-Sized Breakfast Show, and then I'm going to a show on my own, Matilda the Musical Junior, and I'm ending the day with a musical called Way Away Deep. So yeah, that's the shows I'm going to see tomorrow. Hopefully you've enjoyed this review, this Edinburgh Fringe 2023 review. I'll see you tomorrow for another review for the Edinburgh Fringe 2023. And also don't forget, tomorrow I will be filming my Premier League predictions for game week 2 of the 2020-23, 2020-24. And don't forget, tomorrow I'll be filming my prediction, my Premier League 2023-2024 game week 2 predictions. And that will, so yeah, I'm filming that tomorrow. So don't forget, I'm filming that tomorrow and it will be released on Thursday. So watch out tomorrow. Watch out tomorrow. Watch out for my third review for the big bite-sized breakfast show, Matilda Musical Junior and Way Way Deep. And check and remember, Wednesday I will film my Premier League predictions for game week 2 of the Premier League 2023-2024 season, which will then be released a day later on Thursday. So stay tuned for those 2 videos, and also stay tuned for my review for Thursday. But until those videos, I'm out. And this has been Gibby O'Brien. This is Constable Chow. Click the bell to catch up with all these videos. But until the next video, until the next 2 reviews, and my Premier League predictions for game week 2 of the 2023-2024 Premier League season, I am out. Peace. Bye and adios, and have a great rest of your day.